Hello everybody. I'm doing this video for a friend of mine who insists that sub-D modelers like Modo cannot be used productively for real work. So let's prove him wrong by modeling one of the shapes he mentioned. I start with a circle. You see I'm in front view and make this 40 by 40 millimeters and center everything in the middle. A key, then I rotate this around the Z, so 180 divided by 8. Then I go to symmetry on Y, edge mode, select these edges, W key, bring them down to about here, R key, flatten this a bit like so, and W key again to about here. Yes, B for bevel, but in polygon mode, B for bevel, bevel it in quite a bit and delete. Now I select these, Alt C, count of 2, and make the edges not too sharp. Sharp enough to hold the shape, but still quite nice and round. Next I do another cylinder with 8 sides, but without symmetry. So maybe 5 by 5, all 0 here, then 3 bevel it in, W key and bring it down to about here, and I think I also rotate this by 22.5 degrees. Control copy, Control V, W key, bring it up till it is about in the half here, then bring it out to about here and go to duplicate, mirror over the X, apply. Yes. Back to symmetry on the X, then I select these edges and these ones and bridge, select these two and these two and bridge, and I think I cut an edge through here, so Shift C, cut through here, then select these two edges and bridge, select these two and bridge, go to vertex mode, 1, 2, 3, 4 and hit the P key. Go back to edge mode, select these two edges and these two and bridge, and vertex mode again, 1, 2, 3, 4, hit the P key. Now we need some more edges in here, Alt C, and bridge. We must go out of symmetry. And what have I done here? Delete this, run edge cleanup. This is good. Bridge and hit the P key. Now we can fill this here. Bridge. Good. Let's see, we have 24 edges. And I put an edge in here, one in here, one in here, and one in here. Alt C, count of 1. And before I continue, I want to assign some selection sets. So select everything, shift down arrow, and call this plug. And then select the things here, shift up arrow once, select, assign selection set, call them pins. Good. Let's bring in the work plane quickly. We have about 1, 2, 3, 3.5. So let's put this up by about 3/4, so 2.5, something like this. Then duplicate radial array, count of 3 around the Z, action center, origin, click in the viewport, and let's go back to symmetry on X. Edge mode, then I select these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do the same here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and bridge them. Now here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of symmetry and bridge, otherwise bridge does not work. Then here P key, C, and cut an edge in here, and we are back to all quads. Let's see how many we have. 36 edges. Good. Now let me center everything in the middle, and next we need the plate around here, something like so. 120 by 120 and all 0 here. Good. Then Alt C with the count of 2 and symmetry. And I don't want to have really sharp edges, so I put this about in the half here. Do the same here. Then delete the middle polygon and select these here. Alt C again, maybe a bit less, something like so. So we keep the outer and inner shape nicely. Good. Let's start with the obvious ones. So these two, now back to symmetry on the X. These two and these two. Bridge. And sorry, these two and these two. Bridge, this has worked. Now let's check quickly. We have 10 here, 20 here, 10 here, so they're all the same. And we have 7 edges, so we need 6 in here. Alt C, count of 6, uniform. Now we can select everything here. See. So now we can fill these holes, deselect these, bridge, seal these holes, deselect these two, bridge, fill these, bridge, and we are basically done. And as you see, it is again my favorite 2D to 3D approach, which is so easy to do for shapes like this. So Z key first for edge extend to about here, and I think I add one more edge about here. Let's see. Yes, nice. Good. Let's go to our selection sets, it's grayed out. The reason is that we did them in polygon mode, so we must be in polygon mode. Otherwise, we cannot use the selection sets. So the first one is the plug. Shift X, and I bring it down to about here. Drop the tool, deselect everything, back to selection set, use the pins, Shift X, only very slightly, Shift X again, or Shift click again, Shift click once more, Shift up arrow twice, M for material, call this black, hide, M again, call this white, unhide everything. Now we need to put some edges in here. See, count of 2 and symmetry, like so. Nice, yes, looks good. And in front view and out of symmetry I use a sphere, 16 by 8, yes, good. Control left click and bring it out to about here. Perspective, select the sphere, go out of sub-D mode by hitting the tab key, R key, make this flat and push it in a bit, like so. From the back side, Shift up arrow and delete, and I put this center selected in X and Y. Yes. Now we need a little bit of wall, so I go to the front view, take a square, make it 1 meter by 1 meter and put it in the middle. Then I select this edge here, Alt C with the count of 2 and bring it to about here. Drop the tool, Alt C again, drop the tool. Now I can delete this middle polygon, and perspective, we can move the wall a bit back, maybe to about here. And then select this and go to sub-D mode, and don't forget to assign a material also to the middle part. It's white. Let's go to the render. Like so. Yes. And I give the white a light grey material and the black a black one, and the wall stone, architectural marble, something I would love to have in my bathrooms. We didn't give the wall a material, wall. Now, nice, but I think I make it a bit more dense. So texture locator, make it 4 in here. The render output I make so that I can use it as the thumbnail for YouTube, 1280 times 720. And let's render this out. So, all my best regards to my friend Walter. I hope he believes now that sub-D modelers can be absolutely used for this type of geometry. Thanks again for watching. Take care and have fun modeling with Modo. See you some other time. Bye bye.